From John Fallon Field on the campus of the University at Albany, New York, this is America East Women's Lacrosse. Today, championship action. The first semifinal as the number 4 seeded UMBC Retrievers take on the top seed UAlbany Great Danes. Hi everybody, I'm Rich Becker alongside former Syracuse All-American Alyssa Murray-Cometti. And Alyssa, UAlbany on this home field for the first time in quite a while for tournament play.
It is a great feeling for them to be able to be on their home turf in their normal routines, hosting the America East tournament. They're looking forward to it.
UMBC, the 4th seed coming in, they were picked actually higher than UAlbany this year, so they've got to have a little bit something to prove perhaps here today.
Certainly, and they've had a lot of tight games. They've been up and down, and Coach Amy Slade is confident in their ability to get a win today.
UMBC's victory, if it comes today, will come mostly at the hands of Claire Boxty, the top scorer in the America East Conference.
Boxty generates loads of offense for the Retrievers. She's strong off the dodge with great stick work. As a cutter, her teammates are always looking for her off the ball on the offensive end. She put up 5 goals against Boxty in the against Albany in the regular season, and needs to have another big day for UMBC to advance.
Big day also needed for UAlbany from Katy Pascal, their top scorer.
Pasquel is a dual threat midfielder for Albany. She's able to find the back of the net, but she's also able to feed. She is going to play with her head up, ready for the quick slides from UMBC. Look for her to connect with players like Sarah Falk.
129 points between those two players, Pascal and Falk. Definitely 2 to watch today for scoring for the University at Albany as they look to pick up a win today and move on to the championship game on Saturday. UMBC trying to do the same thing. UMBC beating UAlbany back here years ago in the tournament as a 4 seed when UAlbany was a 1 seed. So the Retrievers try to return to that glory from that year. Opening draw, we're underway here at Fallon Field as Allegro came up with it in her stick, but it goes down to UMBC.
Great job by the Retrievers, hopping on that opportunity to get a hard ride right from the start.
Docal moves it around side to Jenna McDermott. Boxty wearing number 25, one of the ones to watch today. Quick dodge towards the 8, back outside. Move it all the way around. Steps inside. Good defense by the Great Danes. Giroux picks it up. Watch closely by Beam. Back out top to McDermott. She'll go one-on-one with Katie Fuchsia. Nice job by Fuchsia to close that off. Out from behind, 40 seconds on the shot clock. First time we've seen Boxty with it in her stick. Nothnagel closes in, nice look there. Halzick inside.
What a save.
Chiarella makes a save there as she comes up big for the Great Danes.
That was a nice set play by UMBC, getting the ball to Boxty, drawing a slide, but Chiarella had the answer.
Mallory Kitts right down the middle. Nice look inside and a goal for the Great Danes. As UAlbany first on the board, Sarah Falk gets the tally.
What a response from UAlbany. Huge save from Chiarella. All the way down the field to Sarah Falk. You'll see it here, fast pace, ball down the field, looking to push transition, getting the ball all the way up. Falk is creeping right on the corner, nice quick stick placement around the goalie. Keeping it simple, getting UAlbany up on the board for the first goal of the game.
Nice look by Mallory Kitts to get Sarah Falk her 45th goal of the season. That leads the UAlbany Great Danes. Allegro and Halzick and the draw control. Halzick, second consecutive year, setting a record for draw controls for UMBC. 104 last year, 106 this year, coming into tonight's game. Halzick slaps it back, but only 2 UAlbany Great Danes there, so Fuchsia comes up with it, gets it to Falk. Falk gets shoved back outside, so she'll bring it out around the top of the 12. Popard goes far side. Falk with it in her cross and back out to Sansillo. patiently moving it around.
This is going to be a fun matchup to watch. Loved the way that Pasquel works from behind.
Nice dump pass there. Falk gets it. Shot on goal, but it goes over the top of the crossbar. Pasquel there to back it up. It didn't go out of bounds anyways. 43 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Fuchsia. Gets the screen. Drives between two players. Gets it checked away by Halzick up high. UAlbany keeps it with 27 to go. Look inside. Falk has it. Flag is up. And a foul called on the Great Danes. It'll go back to Lexi Roberts, the goalie for UMBC. And she'll restart it for the Retrievers.
Unlucky for Falk. They had a held flag, but because she got the shot off, she was not rewarded with the foul. Instead, she stepped in the crease, so it's Retriever ball.
Kennedy Evans brings it across. She'll get her spot back on the other side of the restraining line. And she'll allow Halzick to come in. Docal moves it around to Giroux. Back behind is Whedon, Rookie of the Year in the America East Conference. Breaking UAlbany's string of 3 consecutive Rookies of the Year. McDermott dumps it off inside. Boxty shot, score, down low. She picked that far right corner. Claire Boxty adds to her prodigious goal-scoring numbers for this season, and we're tied at 1.
You knew it was just a matter of time before she got on the board. She had 5 goals in the last meeting. That is a key for UAlbany to limit her chances. But here, McDermott has a great dodge, draws a slide, frees up Boxty, and a picture-perfect shot placement by her. Great shooter. UMBC needs to get her as many shots as possible for them to have success.
It's the second time they've run that play successfully. Chiarella made the save on the first one. That time they get the goal, so clearly that's something looking to do, that little screen action on that far side.
Anytime you can draw a slide off of a dodge, it just creates offense. That's why Dodgers who are quick and can attack the seams, simple like basketball, just creates great offense and great movement.
Setting the draw at midfield. Albany battling forward, a cover called. Katie Fuchsia quickly to midfield. 3 draw control wins for UAlbany as Katy Pascal brings it into the attacking zone for the Great Danes.
UAlbany lost that battle in their first meeting at the draw, and so far they've had a lot more success.
Allie Maloney back out top. Danes again patient, moving it around, looking for the right set for their offense. Cincilio has it at top. Brings it back out as she looks inside. Danes with 2 behind. Falk. Halchuk pushes her back outside. Here's Katy Pascal. Gets the screen. 1v1 near side.
Looks like they are, UMBC is sending slides a little bit slower than when we talked to Katie Thompson.
Shot score there as Cincilio gets the goal.
They're sending slides slower, so they're forcing UAlbany to beat them off of the dodge rather than off of the feed, which when talking with Coach Thompson, I thought would be interesting. So you see here, off the dodge, slow slide, taking advantage. UAlbany, Catherine Cincilio, great shot down the alley, left hand.
Cincilio's 23rd of the season. A Bethlehem Central graduate, same high school as Katie Rowan. Section 2 All-Star among her many, many, many accolades for Katie Rowan Thompson, now Katie Thompson.
She's had quite a career, hoping to add an America East championship to her resume.
Raised that banner at the Carrier Dome this year, retiring her number for all the successes that she had during her SU career.
I was lucky enough to be there supporting Katie. It was an unbelievable weekend. So great to see Syracuse recognizing female athletes in that way. It's really special that she was the first women's lacrosse player and second women's athlete to be recognized.
232 goals, 164 assists. That's a pretty good career.
She's done all right.
Here's Pasquel. Slides underneath the stick. Brings it back out top. 9:40 to go here, first period. Underhand scoop shot there, and it's a goal for the Great Danes. Haley Carroll, welcome back to the lineup. First time she's been in the lineup since back on the Canisius game, and she gets on the board, giving UAlbany a 3-1 lead.
So because UMBC is slow to slide, UAlbany needs to continue to dodge. You see a nice little screen there. Cool, nice little underhand shot. Kind of slipped right over UMBC goalie's shoulder there. Lexi Roberts had a piece of it, but when it's coming from that angle, it's hard to read. That's why a lot of coaches say got to change your levels as you shoot. That low to high is really hard to read.
A little more than 5 weeks away for Haley Carroll with a undisclosed injury. Sure, Katy Thompson very happy to have her back in the lineup, a player that has done some very good things for them over the years, a Rookie of the Year in 2019 when she scored 45 goals.
It's great for her to get going early, get that confidence after missing significant time.
Back to the draw. Official Julie Wrights sets it. She's working today with John Trotta, Devin Holcomb, and Lisa Voland at as the table ref. UMBC's first draw control win. Whedon takes it in. She gets doubled. Lays it off there. A little unsettled for UMBC as they'll try to take advantage. Nelson gives it to Boxty around backside. Crease roll there, shut down. Defensive work by Kaylee Haynes.
The Retrievers are being very calculated with their approach, not necessarily dodging and moving the ball like UAlbany has been.
Dokal gets inside, couldn't get that shot off. The flag was up, so a foul will be called on the Great Danes. It'll be a free position at the center hash for UMBC.
It's a big opportunity. You can see Olivia Dokal has taken her time.
Dokal 1 of 4 on the 8-meter this season. Set the challenge, Catherine Chiarella. Shot, they save there as Chiarella got a little stick on it. Sent it over the end line. UMBC backing up, so they'll keep the ball and a fresh 90. Pushed off the ball there by Diamond Giroux.
Little over-aggressive play there. You can see the extension from Mackenzie Beam. That's going to be a foul. Looks like Diamond wants to take this one, see if she can get underneath Mallory Kitts here. It's going to take a quick start.
From the hanging hash. Referees setting the players in the right spot as they clear the penalty zone. Here's Giroux. Sets it back outside. Move it quickly over to Boxty far side. She's got a one-on-one matchup with McCall. Back out top. Good defense by the Great Danes. Dokal brings it near side to Giroux. The whistle sounds.
Looks like that might be a 3-second call. Unfortunate for UAlbany. They're paying a lot of attention to Boxty on the backside there. Got caught hanging in the 8-meter for a little too long.
Giroux gets inside, spins back the other way. No goal, crease violation. It'll go to UAlbany.
Chiarella has had quite a presence early on in this game. They're going to need her to play well.
Courtney Rafferty brings it up near side, gets bumped there. The ball will stay with UAlbany even though it was loose on the field. Referee John Trotta will bring it back and reposition. UMBC head coach Amy Slade having a conversation with Trotta there, but those usually don't go the way the coach wants them to.
Yeah. You always want to plead your case as best as you can, but Not very often do you see a decision overturned.
A lot of times coaches working for the next call to make sure
Yes.
they get the next one goes their way. Pasquel fakes the flip to Fuchsia, keeps it, drives inside. Good power move inside by Katy Pascal.
This defense by UMBC is a good adjustment with a team like Albany who shares the ball so well, finds the open cutters. I like that they're slow to slide. I like that they're forcing them to beat them off of the 1v1.
Sencilio pushed back outside the 8. Goes far side to Falk. We hit the 7-minute mark here in the first period. Down inside, quick shot there by Briar Hogg, doesn't go. Katy Fuchsia backs it up. Brings it right back into play. Pass to the center, a little bit too high there. A whistle sounds, it'll be UMBC ball.
So even though Amy Slade was upset about a non-call there, the hard ride by the Retrievers gave UAlbany less time on the offensive end, caused a shot clock violation, but Chiarella has the answer.
Saw it all the way off the stick of Boxty. UAlbany doubled over in the corner. Picked back up, turnover by the Great Danes. Opportunity for the Retrievers. Boxty sees nothing there, so she brings it back outside.
That's a smart play. Don't want to rush anything. UMBC didn't have numbers there.
Nelson takes it around behind. UMBC taking their turn of being patient here. Boxty will dodge, spins back the other way, gets a shot off there. Chiarella saw it the whole way.
She's lighting it up. And one thing I'll say is the UMBC goal that was scored was low. The last few saves Chiarella has had has all been up high. So if I'm Coach Slade, that's a change that I want my team to make.
4 saves so far for Catherine Chiarella, the senior out of Del Mar, New York, another one of the Bethlehem graduates. Sticked away there, but picked back up by the Great Danes as Haynes has it. Gets pushed from behind as Nelson gives her a little shove. It'll stay with the Great Danes. Pasquel just inside the restraining line. UAlbany in his 15th consecutive America East tournament. Looking for that championship that's been elusive, thanks in large part to the Stony Brook Seawolves. Once again, the #1 team in the America East this year, but because of their departure to the CAA, not involved in this tournament. Pascal spins back the other way. Nice move there. She switches hands and gets the goal. Katy Pascal gets on the board for UAlbany, and now it's a 4-1 Great Danes lead. Pascal with her 39th of the year. We'll come back and take a look at it after this timeout. You're watching America East Championship Lacrosse on ESPN+.
SEFCU makes it easy to borrow quickly and safely from home and on the go. Let us finance your dreams or help you access the cash you need now. Competitive rates and quick approvals help you save both time and money. Apply today. That's convenience, comfort, and control you can bank on. Visit SEFCU.com to learn more. SEFCU, changing lives every day. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Yeah. Welcome back to John Fallon Field. A beautiful afternoon for Lacrosse, and Katy Pascal has just put the Great Danes up 4-1.
A great dodge, way to get Pascal started. Nice creative way to protect her stick. She kept it in her right hand there, but she took the shot from off of her left shoulder there to get it around Lexi Roberts.
39th goal of the season for Katy Pascal to go along with 34 assists. A very versatile scorer. She can take it to the net, as you mentioned earlier, or she can help someone else get it to the net.
Right, and when they're slow to slide, like I had said, it's going to take her to put some in the back of the net for them to send that slide, which will then open the cutters for UAlbany.
Ali Allegro heads back towards midfield for the draw against Megan Halzick.
UMBC briefly had Diamond Giroux take a draw. Wasn't sure if they were going to stay with her, but it looks like they're back to Halzick.
4-1 in draw controls in favor of the Great Danes thus far. Making sure the sticks stay exactly where they need to be as the official walks away. Legal move by UMBC will lead to the UAlbany taking the ball into their attack zone.
Such a difficult position. The draw, like men's lacrosse, there are so many particular rules. So it looked like Halzick didn't go, her first move wasn't up, which is probably what I would guess led to the turnover.
Officials challenged to be a lot more precise on the draw this year, kind of eliminating the redraw, going with the alternate possession in situations where you can't really tell who did what. That one was a little clearer to the official. Pasquel on the far side. Nice look inside, gets shot off there by Haley Carroll. Good catch by Carroll, but her shot wide of the cage. UAlbany backing it up quickly to the middle.
I like the way that they're attacking here. They're looking to dodge, but also with their heads up, taking advantage of UMBC's heads getting caught watching the ball.
Pascal one-on-one.
There's the slide and the foul.
Good look there as Pascal gets the assist on the goal by Ava Popard.
When Katy Pascal dodges, her head is always up, and her teammates know it. Great handle on the ball by Ava Popard, catching with her right hand and a nice little reverse grip shot. Bouncer around Lexi Roberts, bringing the score up 5-1 to UAlbany.
21st goal for Popard, one of 7 UAlbany Great Danes with double-digit goals this year. Katie Thompson mentioning how she really likes the diversity of her offense.
At this point in where the sport is in women's lacrosse, you need to have more than 1 or 2 players that's going to be able to put the ball in the back of the net to find success. And both teams really showing a lot of depth on their goal scorers. On the UMBC side, you've got Boxty, Diamond Giroux, Colby Whedon. There's Sarah Falk, Catherine Sancilia, Katy Pascal. Lots of options.
There's an indication of what we were just talking about there. Couldn't tell who created that problem, so an alternate possession, it goes to UMBC.
UMBC needs to get a few more possessions off the draw, something that they're used to having. They haven't seen as many touches, and a lot of attackers tend to press and not play like themselves when you don't see the ball as often. So I know that's something that will be a key factor at the break here.
Out top, Halzick. She'll go straight down the middle. Shoots it wide to the right side there. And again, a higher shot, not that lower shot that you were talking about before. McDermott, she'll dodge. Good look there. Halzick gets another shot. This time it's deflected in front by Ali Maloney. Chiarella picks it up.
2 really similar looks there. Looks like Halzick is really taking advantage of her matchup and just needs to get the shot on cage.
Kept in, just barely.
That would have been a great ride by UMBC, but a last-minute shove rewards UAlbany with the ball. And it's mental and emotional errors like that that all add up, and I know Coach Amy Slade is likely unhappy about that play there.
Falk with a good fake flip there. All of a sudden, I was following the other player. No, Falk still has the ball.
There's always a few players that really sell it better than everyone else.
Maloney, good look there down the middle as Haley Carroll gets called for the charge as she tried to sneak through two players. So a force through there, it'll go to UMBC. Boxty gets one there as Retrievers moved it quickly down the field. Boxty gets her goal, second of the game, as she scores from the right side.
Boxty keeping UMBC in it. Nice pushing the fast break. Kelly Brown finding Boxty streaking down the right side. Nice shot to the left pipe, excuse me. Still high, but along the sides enough that Chiarella couldn't get a stick on it.
62 goals now for Claire Boxty, the junior from Forest Hill, Maryland.
UAlbany's done a pretty good job of limiting her so far, but in transition it's really hard, and I think UMBC needs to push that pace a little bit more. I know that they haven't had the ball as much, but your defensive scheme kind of goes out the window when you're in transition. You just try to do your best to stop the ball, and that's where the Retrievers can take advantage.
Draw high in the air, one there by Kaylee Haynes. Almost intercepted there by UMBC. And Beam gets fouled. Torino got her again just before the restraining line. Final minute to play here in the first period. Popard comes on. She's got it in her cross now. Shot clock is off, so the Danes have an opportunity here to hold on for the final shot with a 5-2 lead. Worked all the way around to the far side for Carroll. And now Maloney working it back this near side. Falk with 22 seconds to play. She's got a one-on-one situation. Good double from UMBC as De Leon came over to help out. Good split by Falk. Couldn't get the pass to connect. Maloney picks it back up with 10 seconds. Trying to get it inside. Does get it inside. Behind the back shot by Falk is stopped by Roberts. And the clock will run to 0. And a good first half for the UAlbany Great Danes, putting up 5 goals.
A great way to start the first quarter for UAlbany. Up 5-2. Claire Boxty keeping a minute for UMBC, though.
Back with second quarter action here on ESPN+.
How good does a shrimp from a chicken place have to be to become the almost #1 best-selling shrimp in America? Popeye's kind of good. So give it a try today with our shrimp tackle box for only $6.
SEFCU makes it easy to borrow quickly and safely from home and on the go. Let us finance your dreams or help you access the cash you need now. Competitive rates and quick approvals help you save both time and money. Apply today. That's convenience, comfort, and control you can bank on. Visit SEFCU.com to learn more. SEFCU, changing lives every day. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
At the University at Albany, we see greatness in you. There's passion and purpose, a fierce curiosity, ready to blaze big ideas and tackle the tough questions. We see grit, drive, determination. The University at Albany is home for dreamers and achievers just like you. The world needs greatness, and you are one of the greats.
How good does a shrimp from a chicken place have to be to become the almost #1 best-selling shrimp in America? Popeye's kind of good. So give it a try today with our shrimp tackle box for only $6.
Back here at John Fallon Field on a beautiful afternoon for women's college lacrosse, the America East Championship semifinals. UMBC and the UAlbany Great Danes, Binghamton, and Vermont later to come tonight. Hope you'll join us for that one as well as we get set for a championship game on Saturday. 5-2 lead for the UAlbany Great Danes, and really diverse scoring, 5 different scorers.
That's going to be key for UAlbany. They want to get as many players involved as they can. That way, they're that much harder to stop. Chiarella has also been huge on the defensive end. She has 4 saves already to Lexi Roberts' 1, and that's been the difference maker in the game.
Chiarella, as we mentioned, a senior, usually plays the first half, and then Aislinn Sweeney, a second-team All-America East player, comes in and plays the second half. And they really have been a nice, balanced pair, with each having a little bit different, something they do a little differently, which can give the other team a different look in the second half. Takes them more time to get used to what that goalie does.
Just as soon as you think you've adjusted to what the goalie's tendencies are, they throw a new one at you, and that's really difficult as a shooter, especially when they have different styles.
Ligro and Halzick go at it again. Whistle sounds. They'll go to UMBC on the UAlbany violation. Kennedy Evans, the defender, breaking in, had an opportunity there, but good defense by Mackenzie Beam pushes her back outside. Lays it off to Boxty. Triple team Boxty as she gets the ball checked away, picked up by Kaylee Haynes, and she'll go quickly the other way.
UAlbany is into a face guard on Boxty in that possession. It'll be interesting to see if they continue that, try to completely eliminate her.
Falk gets inside the same way she did in the first half. First quarter, she starts the second quarter, but it's waved off on a crease violation.
A beautiful dodge to the inside, but unfortunately, toe on the line, no goal.
Waved off there by Falk. Was a nice move inside as she kind of flipped it underhand. Whistle sounds there. It'll stay with UMBC.
UAlbany is getting the ball up the field in transition real quick, and when we talked to Coach Thompson, that was one of the keys to the game for her, is that they come out fast and continue to play fast throughout the whole game.
Giroux dodges. Good slide there. All the way back out top. It's Halzick. Inside, Boxty lets it go over the top of the cage. And it'll stay with UMBC.
They are locking off Boxty, but they're not completely denying there. As you saw, she got her hands free for the cut, but
Giroux inside, and she gets knocked down. It'll be a free position for Diamond Giroux.
It's going to take players like Giroux and Colby Whedon to start getting something else going besides relying on Claire Boxty to get themselves back in this game.
Good
A goal here would be huge.
Cross check right in front of her face there for Giroux. She's taken the most free positions of anyone on this UMBC team this year with 30. Made 18 of them. Make it 19 of 31 for Diamond Giroux as she gets UMBC on the board. First goal here of the second quarter.
At the break, I have to imagine Coach Slade talked about shot selection, and Diamond Giroux's decision to shoot that off hip is, to me, the perfect spot. A quick start off the line, bringing your stick back and finishing around Chiarella, just what UMBC needed.
Giroux's 44th of the year for the sophomore out of Baltimore. All rookie team member last year when she had 29, so she's really picked up her scoring this year and helping to diversify this UMBC offense in the same way we talked about it with UAlbany.
That's quite a jump from one year to the next, and she's looking to have a big day today. Advance to the America East Championship. She'll need to pour in a few more.
Danes getting set on the draw circle. Nothnagel and Fuchsia on the outside. Ligro flips it up. One-handed stick away by Katy Fuchsia, but she lost it to UMBC as Whedon brings it into the attacking zone. Checked from behind there by Nothnagel. Whedon keeps going. Nice look inside. It ticks off the stick of Chiarella and goes in for back-to-back goals for the Retrievers. Good quick move there by Colby Whedon to split the two defenders.
And just like that, it's a one-goal game. I have a feeling that Chiarella might want that one back. But Colby Whedon taking the ball in hard and a really nice split dodge to the middle to get her left hand free, sneaking it by Chiarella. I think UMBC needs to play that pace a little bit more rather than just rely on settled offense.
3 different goal scorers now for UMBC with those 4 goals, which is something that Amy Slade mentioned is, we need to have that balance. We can't just rely on Claire Boxty because if they face guard or take her away, someone else has to step up. Right now it's been their other 2 top scorers, Giroux and Whedon, each with 44 goals on the season and each with a goal here in the second period.
And Megan Halzick had a couple of shots in the first quarter. Getting her going will be key too.
And wins the draw right there. That's the other key thing for Halzick. Gets around Nothnagel there. Good defensive help there by Courtney Rafferty. UMBC moves the ball as Whedon keeps it. She'll look to go inside. Instead goes back around behind. Eliza Mccall back there. Gives her a little bit of a shove and gets called for the foul. 12:21 to go here in the second. Giroux with a one-hopper to McDermott. McDermott will try to dodge. Giroux outside. Beam comes over with a hard cross. Whedon behind. Dokal had it on the ground for a second, picked it back up. Match with Kitts. Looks inside with 39 to shoot. Good look there. Jump shot by Whedon doesn't go. Battle at the goal crease. Whistle sounds.
It's like a yellow card.
Appears that Whedon may have got hit up in the face.
Oh.
But no,
Guess
that
no
must
card.
have been a goal circle violation,
Yeah.
so it goes to
Had
Chiarella.
a hard whistle.
Yep. Whedon was kind of took her goggles off for a second.
This game is getting physical. UMBC is riding hard. That's the one thing. First quarter, they got another. That's something Albany is going to need to tighten up the rest of the game. They had 6 turnovers just in the first quarter and had a couple more already.
Total of 9 right now to just 2 for UMBC. And I would say probably about half of those turnovers are really unforced.
This just makes it that much more difficult for the Albany defense, playing consecutive defensive stands for almost a full shot clock. It's really exhausting.
McDermott uses the boxing screen, goes right down the middle, gets it checked away from behind. Whedon picks it up, brings it back outside. An errant pass there should go over the sideline. Good hustle, keep it in. No, nice work by Olivia Dokal. And she hustled out there to keep that in.
You see Boxty is completely out of the offense right now, making it 6v6 around the 8-meter.
Kaylee Haynes, Boxy's shadow right now. Albany comes up with the loose ball as Nothnagel has it. Another one of the many Albany All-Stars on this America East postseason team. Eliza Mccall on the far side. Picked it up on the bounce. She'll run it up. Gets it knocked away there by Whedon. Whistle sounds, it'll stay with Albany as Whedon and Giroux got mixed up there with McCall.
UMBC not happy about that one. Thought they had another cause turnover. But Albany will get a turn on the attack. Feel like they haven't had the ball too much.
UMBC does a nice job causing turnovers, number 3 in the conference at 6 a game. Check that 7.9 a game. Falk behind. Briar Hogg now moves it over to Pasquel right on the Albany logo. Pasquel one-on-one. Comes back toward the middle. The double team comes, gets it inside. Nice shot, nice pass there by Pasquel. Good backup by Katie Fuchsia as Briar Hogg couldn't get it to go.
It's a beautiful look by Pasquel and just shows her understanding of where the open girl is.
Good look inside, but not quite a connection as UMBC comes away with it. Kennedy Evans, once again, we've called her name a number of times, just going end to end. Trail check coming from Falk. Evans gets away from it, gets tripped up from behind.
That's going to be a card.
Falk got her in the back, and the first yellow card of the day goes to Sarah Falk at the 8:34 mark of the second period.
So a physical game. Sarah Falk, the first one to be put on the sideline, just a little too aggressive with that check.
First woman up opportunity for either of these teams today. UMBC with 19 women up goals this season.
Albany staying in the face guard.
Halzick gets inside and scores. Nice look there, perhaps a little bit too much room given to Megan Halzick on the defensive side by UAlbany. Allowed her to get her hands out in front of her and get a goal there and make it 5-5.
Well, when you stay in a face guard, the slides are that much longer. So essentially, it's just one less defender helping. Halzick taking advantage, sneaking into the middle. We're all tied up.
After Boxty's two in order of leading goal scorers, they have scored right down the line. Giroux, Whedon, Halzick.
It's like
5-5.
they planned it.
Exactly. And a timeout call by Katy Thompson. She wants to talk this over. Her team had a 5-1 lead, but it's been all UMBC so far in the second period. 8:10 to go. We're tied at 5 here on ESPN+. Been all about UMBC in this second period. Nice look inside as Halzick gets the goal for the Retrievers. Rips that right-handed shot home, and we're tied at 5.
Nice finish. This is playoff lacrosse. Survive and advance. Anyone who thought UMBC was going to go away for the rest of the game, you thought wrong. We're all tied up, and both teams are fighting hard. It's exciting. Beautiful day for lacrosse. Beautiful day for America East semifinals.
To look all the way back to May 5th of 2010. Exactly today in 2010 when UMBC came in here as a 4 seed and upset the Great Danes, the 1 seed, 11-9 to move on to the championship game. Retrievers certainly, none of the players were barely even born then, but I'm sure they know about that history, and it's something that, you look for anything that is going to motivate you in this situation, and to know that that happened just 12 years ago to a team that's at your school has got to be something that you bring with you as a little bit of extra motivation.
Certainly, whatever it takes to get a little extra confidence, an extra boost. And on the flip side, UAlbany is trying to get that win.
Get that championship for Katy Thompson. Katy Pascal at the draw this time against Halzick, and she wins it. It's checked up high. That
looks like
will be a card. The contact to the head on Sarah De Leon. First card on UMBC.
Things are getting a little chippy, a little physical. Both teams feel like there's been some missed calls on both sides based off of the reactions in the crowd and the coaching sidelines, but just got up a little too high. You can see, oof, right in the head, slid right up her shoulder. Playing hard, sometimes that happens, but nonetheless, play her up for 2 minutes unless UAlbany scores. Then it would be released. So a big opportunity for the Great Danes.
Trying to slow down this UMBC offense that scored 4 straight goals. Falk with it, near side. Matched up with Halzick. Far side now, Popard. Sancilio and around to Falk. A quick opening there, tries to get inside, but UMBC doubles to close it down. Sancilio, good look inside of Maloney. She gets pushed all the way out. The whistle sounds as this push was a little bit too hard. Maloney will have a free position at the 8 with 7:18 to go. Just the 4th free position of the season for Allie Maloney. 1 of 3 thus far. She got the opportunity to score there, but no,
nice
it's saved
save.
away. Lexi Roberts does a nice job to get the cross down low.
It's a very difficult save to make off stick, hip height. That's what you're taught as a shooter, where to put it, and she just had the answer.
Kennedy Evans couldn't get there in time. A shooting space call on Evans. Be a free position for the Great Danes. On the far hash.
Should be interesting if they take a different place shot here. I always love the low left corner as a shooter from this angle. Little slow start off the line. Still have a minute left on the player up.
Nice look inside as Maloney gets it from who else but Katy Pascal from behind. Good look by Pascal, and Maloney's got the goal. UAlbany's got the lead.
A slow start off the line for an 8-meter turns into a goal, and a beautiful one at that. A heads-up play by Pascal, finding the open player right in the middle. Nice quick stick goal for the score, and they're back up again. Nice placement by Allie Maloney.
Maloney, the sophomore out of Orangeburg, New York, with her 16th goal of the season. Big one there for the Great Danes as they get the woman up goal on De Leon's card. Last time these two teams played, it was a similar kind of trajectory of this game where one team got out, UMBC scored too early, then UAlbany went on a nice run. UMBC then answered with a little bit of a run to get it close, and then UAlbany kind of stretched it out for the victory. But still, you see those ebbs and flows in lacrosse all the time, and so much of it depended upon the draw control and who has possession of the ball.
You saw UAlbany coming up with so many of the draws in the first quarter. That story has kind of shifted in the second quarter and resulted in a big run for UMBC. Like you said, it's just so reliant.
Second one in a row that Halzick has won to herself. She gets Whedon going quickly. Whedon looks outside to Giroux. She thought better of it, brings it out with 6:40 to play here in the second period.
It'll be interesting to see if they use Baxty as a screen for anyone, or if she's just going to stay on the outside and let them play 6v6.
Giroux gets inside a beam. Nice move there.
Nice
shot and
dodge.
score. Good shoulder dip there by Diamond Giroux as she got inside of her defender, and we're tied at 6.
What an answer for UMBC. Trading goals, tied up all over again. And Diamond Giroux taking a nice alley dodge, keeping it in her right hand and just tucking it underneath for a bounce shot. Again, with the highest percentage shot for UMBC right now is going low around Chiarella. That's where they're finding success. I have to imagine it's something they've talked about at the break and in timeouts is how do we get it past Chiarella? She had a hot start. What can we change? And so far, the adjustments they've made are working.
Second goal of the game for Drew, her 45th of the year. She matches Boxty, who also has 2. We're square at 6 with 6:17 to go. Katy Pascal back at the circle for UAlbany. I don't imagine you'll see anybody else in there for UMBC today than Halzick, though.
She certainly found a rhythm after having a little bit of a slow start. Coach Thompson talked about not always wanting to use Katy Pascal on the draw, but when you need the ball, you've got to go to your top girl, top woman.
Pascal, Allegro, Felinas, the freshman, also will take draws for this Great Danes team. Halzick goes behind, now does UMBC. Whedon looks to go inside, comes back out to Diamond Giroux. Nice move there, going up high. Chiarella seeing it, making the save once again.
They're going to Diamond Giroux a lot here with that alley, that corner dodge. And that time Chiarella had the answer. Fast break on the other side.
Beam had a head of steam there as she pulls it back out. Sancilio now brings it far side to Maloney, who just scored the goal for the Great Danes. She'll take it around behind the cage. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Spins back inside.
Looks like Albany might be taking a little bit more calculated possessions now. They haven't seen the ball as often in this quarter. Slowing the ball down, get everyone touches first.
Player down there as Kennedy Evans hit the deck.
Pascal
A little bit on that right leg.
Looked like she slipped right off Pascal on that dodge. And then the slide just was in shooting space. So now Pascal has a dangerous... Ooh.
Pascal gets checked up high by Halzick. UMBC comes away with it, looking to go quickly the other way. De Leon trying to get it to the restraining line, which she does. And here's Giroux with the ball again.
With Boxty out, they're really putting a lot of the ball time in Diamond Giroux, looking for her to really initiate the offense. UMBC utilizes the corners of the field. We saw in the first quarter they used the right side of the field where Boxty liked to play. Now it's the flip side.
Nice look there. Just went off of Halzick's stick. Courtney Rafferty with the ground ball.
You know that UMBC ride is coming.
Beam gets it slapped away, but smartly goes and picks it back up. Jammed on the brakes there and did a little pirouette.
Who knew women's lacrosse can be so dainty?
Across the body there for Megan Cleverly. She'll get called for the foul.
UAlbany is having the most success when they start the offense fast. When they push the fast break, UMBC is fouling and rewarding UAlbany with free positions. They just need to cash in on them.
Falk at the 8. Shot there is sticked away by Roberts. Picked up by UMBC.
Against a righty goalie, that's a great shot. Lexi Roberts is a lefty, so that was on her stick side. Not that challenging of a save. Like to see her get it to the left pipe there.
Katie Fuchsia gets tangled up there with Katana Nelson. Both go to the turf. Nelson will draw the foul as the clock continues to roll. We hit to the 3-minute mark here in the first half. Free position here for Nelson. Freshman midi out of Pennsylvania, Hummelstown, Pennsylvania. Whistle sounds and a timeout for Amy Slade and the UMBC Retrievers. Slade in her 13th year, easy for me to say, coaching at UMBC, 76 and 76. A Tuarton Award winner back in her playing days at the University of Virginia, where she set the record for goals and points Had 66 straight games where she scored a goal. That's a nice mark right there.
She was quite a player. I even remember when I was in the 6th grade, she was playing for the U.S. national team up at a Star Spangled Banner tournament, and I had her sign my stick right before the championship game. By the end of it, it rubbed off, but we won the championship, so it was good luck.
I'm sure she'll be happy that you were in 6th grade when you saw her. She'll be happy to hear that. Let's take a look at the all-conference teams, which were announced for the players on both of these teams. On the first team for UMBC and Albany, you see the 4 right there: Katy Pascal, Kaylee Haynes, Catherine Sancilio, and Claire Boxty, of course, the first teamer for UMBC. On the second team, a slew of players for both of these teams: Colby Whedon, the Rookie of the Year; Megan Halzick, Kennedy Evans, the outstanding defender; and then 4 from Albany, including Aislinn Sweeney, who we will likely see in the second half. The all-rookie team, two players from each. Of course, Albany had the last 3 rookies of the year. This time it goes to Colby Whedon, along with Avery Carino, Ava Poupard, and Courtney Rowe for the Great Danes. Outstanding showing for both of these teams, but that's what you expect. You got teams that are playing in your championship. You're going to have not naturally some of the best players in the conference.
Exactly, and to have all those rookies being recognized shows a lot of promise for both programs through the years to come, and something that I'm sure both coaches are very thrilled to have a part of their team.
You used to be able to look at a roster and say, look at Albany's roster, for example, say, 11 seniors. That's going to be a big rebuilding plan next year. But it might not be, because 8 of those seniors are eligible to come back for a 5th year. So, the COVID issues that, you don't know what that roster is going to look like next year.
It has become the biggest question mark that I feel like comes on in everyone's mind about halfway through the year, as you can start feeling the end near, and then everyone's thinking, is it the end for them or is it not? It's been interesting.
You take a player like Carrie Garrity from Siena, who we'll see in the next game, was all done. She was finished. And then all of a sudden, one thing changes, and now she's a standout player at UVM instead of being at Siena.
It's all over Division I. Men's and women's right now. The transfer portal is quite a place. All these graduate students.
A wild, wild west out there.
Yes, exactly.
Sweeney is in goal for Albany. Aislinn Sweeney, number 99, the junior out of Half Moon, New York. Played nearby here at Shenendehowa High School.
It's a nice switch from the Albany coaching staff, knowing that this is likely one of the last possessions that UMBC will have in the half, something that they may not have expected.
Nelson gets inside and scores. Again, we talked about that little positioning. She just dropped that shoulder and got enough advantage to get that right-handed shot off.
Attacking to the middle opens up that many more options when you want to shoot. And the goalie change didn't make a difference there. A beautiful split dodge, or face dodge rather, going top side. Really, really nice finish. Up 1 as the 4 seed. It's a good feeling with going into halftime in just a couple of minutes. See if Albany can respond here.
5th goal of the season for Nelson. Not the big scorer on the team, but certainly a huge goal right there to give UMBC its first lead of the game with less than 2 minutes to play.
That's huge, and you can just see that Coach Slade is putting faith in so many of her players to score in big moments like that. Sometimes a breakout moment, a breakout player just takes a little confidence in that sort of situation to get rolling.
Katie Thompson going back to Ali Allegro, the transfer from Wagner. Played for Katie during her Staten Island days. Line drive, draw control, bounces off a couple of players. Loose there, Pasquel has a chance to pick it up, and she does, but then it hits the ground as she gets checked away. Conduit over there to push it away. She's got the ball for UMBC, and an opportunity here for the Retrievers to take a 2-goal lead and a truckload of momentum into halftime.
So Albany is trying to slow them down, give them as little time on the offensive end as they can, try and take as much time off that shot clock as possible, but
Sancilio draws a card right there with 1:23 to go.
So that yellow card is a result of 3 consecutive fouls called. It's just 1 minute. It's a green card, not a yellow card, but they will go player down because of the 3 consecutive fouls recognized by the official.
Second woman up opportunity of the game for UMBC. Did not capitalize on the first one. Just 60 seconds here with a minute 23 to go in the game.
The shot clock will reset, which means that they will have the rest of the half to play with on their end. So unless UAlbany causes a turnover or makes a save and gets it down quickly, it's all UMBC offense for now.
Dokal goes down behind. Now she'll get it back. 60 seconds to go. 34 in the penalty. Whedon back out top McDermott. Dokal. Good look inside. Boxty there. Sneaks it through by Aislinn Sweeney. And with 43.1 seconds to go here in the second quarter, UMBC's got itself a 2-goal lead.
Winding down in the first half, a big moment. Who do you look for? Your veteran. Looked like her stick got checked and the ball just dribbled in, but nonetheless, it's a goal for UMBC, and they're up 2 with 43 seconds. That will release the card, though, so UAlbany will have the chance to win this next draw and take one back.
63 goals now on the season for Boxty. That ties the all-time UMBC single-season record set by Lauren McDonald back in 2017. You got to figure the way Boxty's got started today that we're going to see a few more goals from her, at least a few more opportunities for her.
It's a key for success for UMBC and a key to stop her for UAlbany.
Right.
So I'm sure both teams will be talking about how to handle her at the halftime.
Pasquel gets the draw. UAlbany gets its offensive players on the field. 25 seconds to go here in the half. UMBC with all the momentum in this second quarter. UAlbany has a chance to grab a little of it back headed to the intermission. Pasquel spins back. Such a good feeder from X. Looking for someone to hit. Backside doesn't go as she tried to connect with Maloney. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. This time will run out before UAlbany can get another shot off. And a fantastic second quarter for the UMBC Retrievers as the team in black and gold streaming off the bench to meet their goalie and their teammates out there as UMBC impressive in that quarter. 8-6 our score. We'll go to halftime, come back with highlights and statistics and the second half from John Fallon Field on the campus of the University at Albany.
Albany Esports is a really special new initiative supported by the university. Esports is competitive gaming, so we have a team of over 140 students. We play colleges across the United States. We play over 300 games per year, which is pretty amazing to think about the scale which we operate. We offer over a dozen games, and we have students of all class years and all majors. So it's really an amazing community of students interested in games and in competitive gaming. One of the exciting things about esports is also we have classes and we have programs supporting students who are interested in this field. So we have a class in esports, we have a newly approved concentration in game design and development and informatics. We have a social game night where students get together every week. We have over, I think, 500 students, and we just play games. It's not a class, it's not graded, it's just another opportunity to socialize, to meet people, to connect with other students. And it's really a wonderful community of students interested in gaming here on campus. Here in the Capital District, we have over 500 full-time employees working in the game development sector. We have some of the biggest game studios in the world with offices right here in the Albany region. We are very fortunate to have folks from industry come to campus, work with students. We had the State of Grace event focused on women in technology, and we had an entire day where we invited folks from the game design and game development studios to speak with students, to join panels, to offer workshops. So we're very fortunate for the game development cluster here in the region, and our students are going on to work in the field. The game development industry is one of the most interdisciplinary industries that there is. It incorporates elements of coding, design, art, music, writing, and then on the technology side, you have cybersecurity, you have networking, you have all of these different aspects that come together. So it's a really special opportunity being right here in Albany and having so many great industry partners around us. I think that's another way community engagement, community involvement works, in that we're connected to industry.
America East Tournament Championship time here at John Fallon Field on the campus of the University at Albany. A beautiful day, all especially considered what we've had lately with cold and rain. To get a sunshiny blue sky day for this tournament seems to be appropriate. 8-6 UMBC on top right now, and UMBC really rolling in that second half after a 5-2 deficit at the end of the first. They really put it together in the second period.
It was a tale of two quarters. All UAlbany in the first, all UMBC in the second. Be interesting to see what kind of adjustments they make at halftime.
Let's take a look at the highlights from this one. And UAlbany got started quickly. Katy Pascal to Kitts, and then Kitts with a nice layoff pass.
Falk got the scoring going for both teams. A nice transition goal, followed by this typical set that we've been seeing, UMBC drawing a player, Boxy finishing that one. Katy Pascal with a quick answer. Nice roll dodge to the inside, protecting her stick around Lexi. Then she shows how good of a feeder she is too. So she dodges, finds Carroll for her first, and then shows game's been physical. Diamond Giroux going hard there, being rewarded with an 8-meter, getting around Chiarella. Nice play shot there.
You see Whedon, the Rookie of the Year, really doing it all right here.
She's taking it right to the cage. Going hard, split dodge to her left hand. Snuck another one in past Chiarella.
Albany was fortunate to kind of slow it down a little bit here with Maloney getting out in front of the cage.
They stopped the bleeding, player up, found the back of the cage, but Diamond Giroux had another answer. Nice underneath dodge, finding the back of the net. And then again, by Katana Nelson. Last goal for UMBC of the game there, or of the half, and it's been a fun one to watch.
Yeah, Nelson doing a nice job. Giroux really making a difference in that second quarter. You pointed that out, that if they're going to face guard Boxty, somebody else needs to step up. It was Giroux as we take a look at first half stats.
She's been great for them, and she's certainly filling that role of the primary dodger. They like to utilize the elbows. It's kind of the extended, I like to call it the elbow extended corner of the 8-meter, starting the dodge, trying to draw a slide. Albany has been slow to slide to her because the slides are longer as they are face guarding Claire Boxty, and they're playing 6v6 around the 8-meter. It'll be interesting if they stay in that defense, or if they change it up. Let Boxty touch the ball a little bit more, and have more help in closer slides or not. But it'll be interesting to see adjustments that they make going into the half, but they have some ground to make up.
8-6 our score right now. UMBC on top of the #1 seed. Is an upset brewing here at Fallon Field. Come on back and check it out. We're back after this timeout. Beautiful blue sky here at Fallon Field on the campus of the University of Albany. We are set for third quarter action in this first America East Women's Lacrosse semifinal. #1 seeded Albany Great Danes trailing by 2 to the 4th seeded Retrievers of UMBC. And draw control, a violation called there. It'll go to UMBC. And the Retrievers picking up right where they left off at the end of the second period.
The draw has been key. They've certainly figured it out, UMBC, in the second quarter, of how to establish possession. Albany has been struggling at that position. We'll see if they make any adjustments moving further.
Kaylee Haynes still a shadow on Boxty. Boxty with 3 goals already, her third, tying the school record for goals in a single season. Dokal, McDermott out top. Pitch and catch between McDermott, Dokal, and Giroux. 44 seconds to go. Giroux will go. Gets around Kitts, but Kitts gets called. A whistle sound there. Perhaps an illegal screen. McCall with the ball going the other way. I'm not sure what that call was. But in any event, it goes to UAlbany, and Kitts will have it into the attacking zone.
I believe that was shooting space, but the shooter simultaneously shot it like as if it went in, it would have been rewarded. If it was saved, it is no longer a foul.
So the college basketball version of continuation, if you will. But since the stop was made, it goes to the Great Danes. Wide open there. Pasquel lets it go. Rips it so hard her goggles fall off. UAlbany's on the board first here in the third period.
What a way to start out the half. A stop on the defensive end by Sweeney results in a goal by Pascal there. Assist from Fuchsia. Pascal's left all alone. Beautiful shot. She had to go pick up her goggles afterwards. Let it fly. Top right corner.
The sophomore from Baldwinsville, New York, has 2 today. 40 on the season now for Katy Pascal.
Pascal has grown up around a lot of good lacrosse. Her father, the athletic director at West Genesee, when they won a bulk of their state championships, so she's grown up around the sport, certainly knows what good lacrosse looks like. And she's playing some good lacrosse today. It's important for her to get going.
She's done so much in her young UAlbany career. It's hard to believe she's only a sophomore.
She's unbelievable, and just how much she does.
It's checked away there as she tried to go between 2 UMBC defenders, and there was no space. Sancilio trying to take it away from Whedon there along the sideline. Here's Giroux. Straight away is McDermott. She'll get things started. Back behind. Cleverly comes outside. Sweeney saw it the whole way.
That was a beautiful save. She's got her elbow up high.
Good pick up there by Mallory Kitts at midfield.
Great handle. A nice look up the field, but pass was definitely a great handle.
Falk. Matched up with Carino, one of the members of the all-rookie team for this UMBC squad. Katie Fuchsia, the lone captain on this UAlbany team. You can see wearing the captain's band on her left calf. Tries to go inside. Gets a shot there, seen all the way by Roberts as she scoops it up.
A little bit of a forced shot there. I think if Pascal was waiting on the corner for that pass there, if you hit it to her, she would have had a similar type dodge to the inside to her strong hand. I think that would have been a great option, but nonetheless, Katy Pascal caused a turnover. Fast break down the other end.
Checked it right out of the stick of Kelly Brown.
And that's something that hasn't happened in the first half. UAlbany was plagued with a lot of turnovers compared to UMBC only having 4. So that's a big play by UAlbany.
11 first half turnovers for the Great Danes. And that's not something that's tenable for most teams. Danes with a high number of turnovers throughout the season.
That's often a result of just playing hard, but you want to make sure that you're valuing the ball, valuing possession, cleaning up unforced errors.
Maloney switches directions. And the Great Danes switch sides of the field on the far side by the UAlbany logo in front of the John Fallon Field scoreboard.
A little 2-man game.
Nice split dodge
double
there.
Oh.
Falk couldn't get it to go with 25 on the clock.
That's one Falk, one's back.
Sancilio looks to go inside. Good pass there. Shoved from behind is Carroll. And it'll be a card on the UMBC Retrievers. I believe that is on De Leon, number 8.
That's the second yellow card of the game. Looks like it just aggressive cross check to the back there. No stick to head contact, but too physical there inside the 8 meter. It's going to be a 8 meter free position shot.
Carroll at the 8 meter. Has not missed this year, which when you say that when the free throws are being shot, that usually doesn't go so well, so I shouldn't have said that. Carroll hooks me up. Doesn't make me the jinx. Goes 6 for 6 as she bounces it home. Haley Carroll with her second goal of the game, coming off a free position at the 10:20 mark.
And we're all tied up. A great start off the line, and when you put the ball low, you have a much better percentage. You can't shoot under the net. And what do you know? Haley Carroll, second goal of the game, and 100% on free positions, like you said.
6 for 6 now, her 20th goal of the year. 5th UAlbany Great Dane to hit that mark this year. And we're all square at 8 here with 10:20 to go in the third period. Allegro back at draw for UAlbany. Official being very precise in setting this draw.
Such a critical part of the game. Sometimes the sticks don't match up perfectly. They slide around, make it that much more difficult.
Fuchsia moves to the side. Whedon tries to pick it up, booted away by Halzick, but right into the stick of Katy Fuchsia, who pumps both of her fists in celebration.
It seems like, again, the tide has turned. We've gone every other quarter.
And it does somewhat mirror the last time these two teams played. There wasn't an opportunity in that game where UMBC took the lead. It was 7-7 at one point. That makes this one a little bit different, but still those ebbs and flows that we saw in that game are similar to what we're seeing here today, although the stakes a little bit higher today.
Yes, every team is playing with a little bit more of a purpose, higher stakes.
Falk gets around the corner. Shot there! She goes far side. Sarah Falk lets the stick fly, and the UAlbany Great Danes are back on top with a 9-8 lead.
What an absolute beautiful shot. It is underrated how difficult that shot is. You see they just simple pass and cut through, and then a nice bouncer, but right along that opposite pipe as you're running away from it, getting it all the way across your body. It's high level, it's so pretty, and it's so hard to stop.
The little stutter step that she had right around the 8 is underrated too, because Halzick kind of stopped for a second, maybe got her feet a little tangled, so she wasn't able, she's an outstanding defender, but wasn't able to slide over in front of her. Really gave Falk that alley for her second goal of the afternoon.
Just having her hands free, the defense off your body, that's what you're looking for as a shooter, and that's what you want when your second leading scorer can get an opportunity like that. Bring your team up 1. Conference semifinals, big moment.
Great Danes with a 3-goal run to start this third period of play. Nice work there by Halzick as she takes it right out of the sky.
That was a much needed draw control for UMBC. They've been playing a lot of defense in this quarter.
See Pasquel not giving much room to Halzick there as the whistle sounds. They'll check for offside. And indeed, the Great Danes were offside, so a clock reset for UMBC. They'll get a fresh 90. Giroux works near side. Now far side for McDermott, she and Giroux. Pitch and catch, a little too low there for Dokal, but she goes and picks it up.
Taking their time on this, really they have a fresh 90, why not use a bulk of it to rest their defense's legs, get the best shot that they see, not the very first one.
Cleverly out back. McDermott down near goal line extended, now behind. Giroux, Rafferty sticks it away. Great work there by Courtney Rafferty. As with a quick stick, she slapped that away, and a yellow
Another
card.
yellow card.
This one will be on Diamond Giroux.
A great slide, a nice little check. Knocks the ball loose, and just a slash there. She didn't make contact, but that's a subjective call by the officials that deem that it's too dangerous to just call a normal, illegal check.
Third card so far on UMBC. So a 2-minute woman up opportunity for UAlbany. They've scored on their last 2 woman up situations. Falk with the ball and a head of steam.
So this will be the last yellow card that would be releasable for UMBC. If they get another one after this, it'll be 2 minutes locked in.
Maloney from behind. Danes being very patient. Tegan Canning out there on the woman up.
Can hear Coach Thompson yelling, keep it hot, wanting her team to continue to move the ball and shift the UMBC.
Good look there, draws a shooting space. Excellent work from behind to come back out front. Draw a shooting space call and a free position for Ava Popard.
That's exactly what they're looking for there. They want the defense spinning, so you can find the shooting space like that. The skip passes, forcing the defense to come from low to high is really where you catch them.
Nice look, Popard to Falk. Just like they drew it up. And UAlbany's got a 2-goal advantage as Sarah Falk's got her 3rd of the game, her 47th of the season, and the Danes are on top. 7:09 to play here in the 3rd. We'll come back, take a look at that 10th UAlbany goal after this timeout. You're watching America East Women's Lacrosse Championship Style on ESPN+.
How good does a shrimp from a chicken place have to be to become the almost #1 best-selling shrimp in America? Popeye's kind of good. So give it a try today with our shrimp tackle box for only $6. How good does a shrimp from a chicken place have to be to become the almost #1 best-selling shrimp in America? Popeye's kind of good. So give it a try today with our shrimp tackle box for only $6.
UMBC coach Amy Slade very confident in all of her defenders, but she'll have to be without one, Sarah De Leon, for the remainder of this game.
Sarah De Leon with her 2nd yellow card of the game prior to the Diamond Giroux yellow card, who will now have to be playing a bit more cautiously as she's been key for UMBC as they're shutting off Claire Baxty. So don't want to get in too much foul trouble. The next yellow card will be locked in, unreleasable. UAlbany has displayed a really great ability to convert when their player up. So UMBC needs to make sure that they're keeping their sticks under control, keeping their emotions under control, and really just playing more clean of a game.
Three women up goals for UAlbany today so far. And Allegro comes away with the draw there. And you can feel the field starting to really tilt heavily toward UAlbany right now. All that momentum that UMBC had. A whistle sounds there at the midfield. Falk will keep it. That momentum that UMBC had at the end of the first half and early in the third period has evaporated.
Definitely can tell that UAlbany is settling down their offense, taking really purposeful possessions here with their 2-goal cushion.
Fuchsia with the flip. Falk. No space there. Carroll from behind. Pasquel tries the crease roll, gets fouled as she comes around. She'll come out to the hanging hash. It's a tough angle.
It'll be interesting if she tries to take this shot. I think she looks like she's going for it. She needs to get a quick start.
To stick through, gets inside and scores. Nice work by Katy Pascal, who changed her angle about 4 times before she let it fly. 11-8 Great Danes.
If you're going to take that shot from a hanging hash, you've got to do exactly what Katy Pascal did there. It's a very difficult angle, but she made it look easy. If you take a look here, she got a quick start off the line, tucked her stick, protected it so nicely, and just wrapped it right around the UMBC goalie. It really, really difficult to stop as she's right on top of the crease. Not much that you can do about that by that point. Cashing in on a free position. It seems like the physicality of UMBC is starting to cost them a little bit.
Third goal of the game for Pascal. 9th time this season she's had 3 or more goals in a game.
She's lethal. She does so much for them on the draw circle, on the draw, taking the draw. When she gets going, it's dangerous for her opponents.
And Allegro wins that draw cleanly for UAlbany. Great Danes back to a 3-goal advantage.
The adjustment that UAlbany has made on the draw has been key. Rather than going straight up with it, they've been getting it out to the circle and making it a 50-50 ball away from Halzick.
5-0 run for the Great Danes in this period. Look inside. Maloney hits it off the post. Push there down below. UMBC will grab the ball right at goal line extended.
UMBC needs a few stops like that.
Just need a good sustained offensive set.
Right, give their offense a chance.
Brown brings it right up the middle. McDermott and Giroux. I do not recall the last time I called Claire Boxty's name even having the ball anywhere near her cross.
They haven't had the ball much, and UAlbany has switched their defense after the halftime of playing more of a zone, almost like a box and one. They're playing zone around the 8-meter, but still locking off Boxty, and that seemed to give UMBC a lot of issues.
Halzick behind, dumps it in front. Easy look there for Shannon Finch as the junior from Woodbine, Maryland gets the goal. Player down. It's Finch's first goal of her career. Trainers go on to the field as Halzick got hit hard there. Right at goal line extended, and you can tell she's in some serious pain. Let's get another look and see exactly what happened.
Poke check right into the face. Looks like it caught her under the goggles. She is still down in a good deal of pain. Would be a huge loss for UMBC if she cannot continue.
Trainer's kit going out as well, so you got to imagine there's some blood involved there, perhaps a cut underneath that eye. Just speculating, obviously, we can't see over that far. Megan Halzick from Fawn Grove, Pennsylvania, the outstanding junior. Single season draw control record holder for this UMBC team. Amy Slade called her the silent assassin. She's quiet, but when she talks, people listen. Old folks like me would remember the E.F. Hutton commercials. When E.F. Hutton talks, people listen. Well, she's E.F. Hutton on this team.
Oh, they've got some ice right on her face. Or her nose, maybe.
And Halzick gets a nice round of applause from the crowd out here at John Fallon Field. Officials having a conversation with the UMBC sideline.
Not sure if the officials called a card. With the replay, it certainly looked like it would be deserving of a card, but unfortunately, officials, as you know, don't get the replay that we do.
Get advantage of the replay, and a lot of action going on around the goal. Sometimes you're not looking away from the goal.
So hopefully she's able to get back in.
She'll go to the attention of the training staff at UMBC, and we'll be back at midfield with an 11-9 score.
No yellow card.
Finch picking up big time to get her first goal. UMBC was struggling right there, and really maybe that's one that can get them back in, but you have to wonder what they're going to do without their outstanding draw control junior, Megan Halzick, at least for the time being. Giroux and Allegro go, and it's won by Giroux. So that answers that question, at least momentarily.
Can imagine that UMBC is playing a little bit of urgency here, especially having their teammate go down. Sometimes it's all it takes to get a little bit more gusto behind what you're doing.
Far side. Finch again. Feeds to McDermott. Good quick feet there by Albany to avoid shooting space. Far side now. Back behind. 50 to shoot. Giroux switches spaces with Finch. Now Finch comes out. Nice look in the middle. Well defended. Move inside. Shot goes wide. Backed up there by Whedon. It'll stay with UMBC. Now 30 seconds on the shot clock.
The Albany zone is really giving UMBC some trouble.
Loose
Where they
ball
were
there.
finding a lot of success off the dodge, beating a zone takes a lot more passing.
Well done by Katy Pascal to knock that one away. Ball loose at the midfield, picked up by Carroll. Whistle sounds.
That's a silly, that is one that I know Coach Thompson is not thrilled about. Off-ball block.
Quickly back the other way, and here's Boxty with her stick for perhaps the first time in the third, and she'll get an assist. As Katana Nelson lets it fly. Good look by Boxty as she finds the trailing Nelson. And just like that, UMBC's back within one.
That's Nelson's second of the day. She's getting involved when it counts. Winding up, finding the back of the net in transition. Sometimes that's all it takes. A few transition goals, get a little bit more momentum. Let's see if UMBC can win this next draw, and we could be all tied up again.
We've talked a lot about Boxty's ability to score, the single season, or at least tied right now for single season goal scoring mark for UMBC, but don't discount her ability to see the whole field and pass as well. She's also the team leader in assists now with her 19th assist of the season.
If you're a big-time goal scorer and can manage to have your head up and find the open player, you are that much more lethal of an attacker. Any goal scorer knows slides are coming. So when you can find that open player, they come a little bit slower because they're hesitant to send it.
And Giroux gets tripped up there. It'll go to UMBC. So back-to-back times, Giroux on the circle, coming away with the ball for UMBC, a 1-goal game with 2 minutes and 36 to go.
While Giroux may not be winning it as cleanly as Halzick was, she's keeping the ball alive, where Albany seemed to be picking that one up cleanly, and she just managed to knock it loose and give her team a chance.
McDermott here. Mentioned the time left. Of course, that's in the third period.
Still plenty of lacrosse to be played.
McDermott matched up one-on-one. Good job by Nothnagel. Swing it around is UMBC. Back around behind. And a push there. Shot clock will go back to 50 seconds. Nope, stays at 42. Cleverly now far side. McDermott tries to dodge.
UMBC being a little too deliberate with these dodges. It's very easy for the zone to respond, although looks like they may have been caught in 3 seconds there. So ultimately it pays off, but we'll see if they can convert. Cleverly.
Center hash. Matched up with Aislinn Sweeney. Second team All-America East. Awards recently announced. Cleverly shot. Saved by Sweeney. Big save there with 1:11 to go, and UAlbany up by 1.
Like you said, having that second goalie option in the second half is a nice changeup.
Fuchsia gets inside off the crossbar.
Shot clock. Oh, no.
Bounces out to Pasquel with 48 seconds to go.
So no need for a shot clock.
Got to imagine, unless it's a perfectly open shot, the Danes will hold for 1 here.
They don't want to wait too long to get movement, but certainly want to make sure it's a high quality. That would work.
Or bounce it home low if you're Katy Pascal for your 4th goal of the game and a 2-goal UAlbany lead.
You shoot to get hot and you shoot to stay hot, right? And that's what Pascal's doing. She's feeling it right now, her 4th of the day. Gets a little bit of separation off the fake flip. Just steps back and skips that one by. When you're feeling it, why not, right? Clock is winding down. Still time, though. Still time for either team to get back on the board.
Her biggest goal output now since back at UNH when she had 5 goals and 10 points in that game. 5 goals, 5 assists. Just about a month ago on April 6th. And that victory over UNH for these Great Danes. Amy Slade said that she would not hesitate to swap out goalies. And she's done exactly that, bringing in Isabella Fontana, number 28, the sophomore from Chevy Chase, Maryland. But don't be surprised if you see Lexi Roberts come back. She says, just sometimes you need a reset on a bench as a goalie. You take a little time, you go back in. Final 20 seconds of this one here in the 3rd.
It's such a mental position that sometimes all you need is just a couple of seconds, but
that's going to be a card on UAlbany for accumulation of cards in the midfield. So a 1-minute green card. Katie Fuchsia will serve it.
Coach Thompson just threw her arms up in frustration. There's a difference of playing physical and a difference of playing too physical there, and You know, you have to hear and recognize when the official blows those whistles and recognizes the fouls, because that third time, it's player down.
Boxty with a backhander doesn't go. Outside with 4 seconds in front. Pass didn't connect, and that's fortunate for UAlbany because Katana Nelson was there and open, and a late shot there by Colby Wheaton as she let it go well after the whistle. Aislinn Sweeney is having a little bit of a conversation there with John Trotta as she goes and retrieves her water bottle. She'll walk off, and the UAlbany Great Danes with a 12-10 lead will head to the fourth period after this timeout. America East Women's Lacrosse Tournament here at John Fallon Field. Semifinals today. The championship game is Saturday at 2 o'clock. The winner of that one will advance to the NCAA's coming up next year. At about 6 o'clock, it'll be the Binghamton Bearcats and the number 2 seed University of Vermont Catamounts, where it will be history for one of these two teams. One of those two teams will advance to the finals of the America East for the first time ever. Vermont has had 9 tries. Binghamton has had 1, and neither have been successful so far. But today, later this evening, one of those teams will advance to the championship game. Hope you stick around for that game tonight, 6 o'clock here on ESPN+. Fourth quarter action here, though, at John Fallon Field. UAlbany leading by a 12-10 score. 48 seconds to go on the 1-minute penalty for card accumulation on UAlbany. I'm looking out, and I cannot see the number, but that looks to me like Megan Halzick at the draw, which is good news. Indeed, it is number 1 at the draw. She went off a few moments ago, if you've just joined us, got poked in the eye with a stick inadvertently as she was letting a pass go that led to a UMBC goal. And once again, a goalie swap, rather, as Fontana comes off and Lexi Roberts goes back in. We mentioned Amy Slade will do that from time to time. Just give her starting goalie a reset. Very confident in Fontana, the sophomore from Chevy Chase, Maryland. So Halzick back on the field. Matched up with Allegro for the first draw of this fourth period. Popped right up in the air, and it goes to Kaylee Haynes, who has been the shadow for Claire Boxty today.
That was a great possession by UAlbany. They'll be able to run out this player up, or player down rather, situation and get back to all even with time to spare and time to attack.
Falk tries to get by Halzick, gets inside, dodges between two, didn't have anything. Papard back out to Katy Pascal. Pascal with 4 goals already today. Brings it around behind. Fuchsia's released. Teams are now even strength. Good look inside. Sancilio from Pascal. And it's a 13-10 UAlbany lead.
Good things happen when you get the ball to Pasquel. And sometimes when you're a player down and everyone yells out even, but the player is still running out onto the field, it just causes a little bit of disorganization. So they're still player down technically, but the UMBC defense got caught sleeping and left their cutter open there. Catherine Sancilio finding the back of the net off a nice lefty cut, her third of the day. She's fired up on the sideline, getting a lot of hugs from her teammates.
24th goal of the season for Sancilio. Third assist of the game for Katy Pascal, so she's up to 7 points now on the Great Danes with a 13-10 lead.
Got to imagine that Albany is going to keep feeding the balls to Katy Pascal like they do right now. UMBC has yet to crack the Pascal code, figure out how to stop her.
Plenty of communication coming from both sidelines. Fuchsia, straight away, leaves it off for Carroll. Carroll, we mentioned, first game back since early March when she was injured after the Canisius game. A victory for these Albany Great Danes. Falk ducks under the check. Pascal with 38 to shoot. One-on-one, she'll dodge. Tries to slip inside Carino. Looks inside. Carroll, underhanded, scores! The little submarine shot makes it 14-10.
Oh, looks like there might be they're waving it off. Dangerous shot, perhaps. We'll take a look. A great feed to the inside to Carroll.
Made contact, so she didn't control her follow-through, made contact with the player, and that's where the foul comes.
Unfortunate for Albany, fortunate for UMBC, who now will have 2 minutes to work with player up. It is only their third, so it will be releasable, but both teams are kind of getting in a little bit of trouble here. Fourth quarter, when it really counts in a tight game, you have to make sure you're controlling your sticks on both ends of the ball. If you don't, they're getting into unreleasable territory, and we've seen through the course of the year how that can just make a major shift in the game.
Cleverly gives it to McDermott. She'll go on Rafferty. Good feed to the front. Giroux wide open and scores. Excellent look from Halzick. And Giroux somehow got between two defenders and found herself wide open on the doorstep for a UMBC goal with 12:12 to go.
Giroux has just been doing a little bit of everything for UMBC today. She's been taking the draw sometimes. She's finding the back of the net. She's an open cutter off the dodge. She's been doing it off the dodge in the middle. She's doing it all, and what a big moment for her there. Simple. Coach Slade mentioned in our call, let's keep it simple. Nothing more simple than a catch and a bounce shot finish to the back of the net.
Two-time Player of the Week in the America East this year for Diamond Giroux. Now she's got a hat trick today. 46 total goals. We've got a 2-goal game. Pasquel got hit in the back there, so she'll keep it.
She's really nifty with how she just uses her body and protects her stick so well. She's not the biggest player out on the field, but she uses her body so well and doesn't get displaced too often. It's really impressive.
If you're If you're watching this on demand, or later if you can go back and watch it on demand, watch it at 11:55. Fuchsia's shot there goes, watch how she tucks her body underneath the defender to not allow that defender to get her stick up, then takes one step and picks up the ball. That was so crafty by Katy Pascal.
Like I said, she's watched a lot of great lacrosse growing up in Syracuse. Her father, the athletic director when West Genesee was having great success.
Comes around the corner, around the Fuchsia screen, and she scores! Pasquel with a fistful, and it's 14-11.
That's her 5th of the day. She's coming up huge for UAlbany. She's coming up over the top. Little fake flip. Just winds up. A player like that, you don't want to have their hands free going over the top to the middle with tons of room. It's comparable to a step-down shot in the men's game, hands free. It's dangerous with a player of her skill level.
Third time this season she's scored 5 goals in a game for Katy Pascal, and she gives the Great Danes a 3-goal advantage with 11:10 to go here in the 4th. UMBC makes some adjustments on the circle. Whedon and Evans out there, along with Haynes and Pascal.
They just keep trying to get it over to Pascal, see if she can win that matchup. And she does again.
Push on Whedon as she cleared Pascal out of the way.
Too physical there.
And another whistle there as Pascal gets into the attacking zone. The Danes now with a 3-goal lead. No doubt will take their time here and try to find the best shot available deepest into the clock. Falk near side.
Similar play to where Pascal just scored over the top.
Fuchsia one-on-one. Nothing inside. Good look to Falk. She tries to go between 2 players. Loses the handle. Roberts comes out to get it.
Falk got a little too ahead of herself there. She was headed to the cage before she caught the ball. Fortunate for UMBC.
McDermott with good speed going the other way. Nothnagel right there with her step for step. UMBC will settle.
There's plenty of time for UMBC to really take the best shot they get rather than the first.
Around behind. Halzick. McDermott, near side. Got to really appreciate Claire Nothnagle's balance. She never seems to be off balance in that defensive mode. Giroux comes around back. Shot goes off the top of the crossbar. It'll stay with UMBC. 27 to go.
Reset the clock because that hit the pipe.
Crossbar,
So
yep.
yeah, that's what they were signaling.
McDermott. Good dump in front. Halzick shot there, stopped. Here comes Sweeney.
There's a physical game out there today.
Sweeney saw a lot of people in front of her and just stepped out of it. Smart move by the junior goalie.
She got rid of it before the contact came.
Whistle called there as Pascal got shoved in the back. The Albany crowd starting to get into it a little bit more.
The UAlbany defense deserves a lot of credit in this second half. The switch that they've made defensively has been giving UMBC tons of trouble.
Briar Hogg comes running into the offense. Pasquel on the near side, content to hold on to it. Kennedy Evans comes out to force the hand a little bit. Danes go back around to the other side, and it's Maloney. She'll start her run. Gets inside, brings it back outside. Carroll, nothing there. Moments ago, Carroll had a goal waved off. Sancilio out front, drives on Halzick. Now Falk with 7. 5 to shoot. Falk trying to get inside. Traffic in front, saved there by Roberts.
She saw that went all the way in. Sancilio didn't quite get as much as she wanted on that. Kind of faded away from the cage. Great defense by UMBC. They're doing everything they can to keep the score, the U Albany score, locked at 14.
Into the attacking zone for Ellie Lawton.
Great ride by U Albany, wasting
A lot of time
getting it over. UMBC will have to get to work pretty quickly here.
Halzick out back. Now on the wing. Whedon. McDermott straight away, loses the handle. Nothnagel comes out to defend. A little unsettled for U Albany. .16 on the shot clock. Good defensive set for the Great Danes. Burning a lot of time here for the home team. Whedon. Shot, score! She let it go from just inside the 8. Ripped it home. Colby Whedon with a goal right there, and maybe one that UMBC needs to get the momentum swinging back their way as Whedon steps inside the 8. Lets it rip. 14-12. Timeout. .542 to go here at John Fallon Field in the 4th period of this America East semifinal in women's lacrosse as we wind our way towards championship weekend at 2 o'clock here at Fallon Field. One of these two teams looking forward to an NCAA bid this year, whether it be U Albany, UMBC, or Binghamton, Vermont. The game coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. The Albany Great Danes on top right now, 14-12. A consistent team in the finals, but a team that has not made it over the hump, in large part because of the Stony Brook Seawolves.
Stony Brook's exit from the America East opens up a huge opportunity for teams that are less familiar with the NCAA tournament. But on the flip side, Stony Brook is now taking away an at-large bid from teams that may be hoping to sneak in on the backside, but I don't think that they care very much. That they want that at-large for themselves.
Exactly right, and they've earned it with the quality of team that they put on the field each and every year. Joe Spallina does such a great job recruiting and then putting together just an excellent program every year down on Long Island. 9 straight championships for Stony Brook. The last time they did not win, it was UAlbany winning back in 2011 when the Danes took that one at Boston University when BU was the regular season champs, and John Battolino was the coach back then. Excellent job building this program into what it's become today, one of the top programs in the America East year in and year out.
Katie Thompson's high school coach and college coach for some time.
It all fits together.
Yep. Very small lacrosse world.
Maybe 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, but it's 1 degree when it comes to lacrosse, right? Or 1 or 2 anyway. Far side Sancilio. Just about 5 minutes to go here, fourth period. Danes up a pair. Sancilio comes around a screen, gets a shot off there a little too high. Roberts goes up and gets it anyway.
Again, that's not necessarily the shot that UAlbany wants to be taking, with plenty of time left on the shot clock. Up to 5 minutes left. You want to make sure that my high school coach used to say, the ball is gold. Don't want to get rid of it unless you absolutely have to, or it's the perfect opportunity. Gary Gate used to write $ signs on one ball, and that was the money ball, so you had to score when you had that ball.
Cleverly near side. Now around back. Halzick looks in front. Off the stick of Finch, who was wide open on the doorstep, just couldn't handle the pass. Nice looping outlet pass by Aislinn Sweeney as she finds Mallory Kitts in the midfield.
An opportunity that UMBC definitely want back.
Creative little pass there from Katy Pascal as she goes underhand to Sarah Falk. Falk's got a one-on-one opportunity. She'll take advantage, gets to the right side, shoots it wide of the net to the right side. Picked up there by Sancilio. She'll get it back into play quickly.
I like that UAlbany is not taking their foot off the gas. In a situation like this, when you're up 2, teams used to just pull it out and stall. And sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't because you just got too comfortable.
You talk about the prevent defense. The only thing it prevents you from doing is winning. And Falk with a winning play right there as she puts the Great Danes up by 3. Nice look from behind, and Falk just taps it home.
And it seems like every successful play on the UAlbany side starts with Katy Pascal finding Sarah Falk. A beautiful backdoor cut. This is what happens when you are such a threat as Katy Pascal is. Everyone watches her when she has the ball, opens up Sarah Falk, who is a huge threat, but it's pick your poison.
4 goals now for Sarah Falk. 6th time this year she's been 4 goals or more, including a 7-goal performance back against Yale on February 26th. 3:20 to go. The Danes with a 3-goal cushion once again. UMBC, though, not going away. Every time the Danes start to widen things out a little bit, UMBC makes a play, gets a goal, starts to narrow back in on that score.
And having Halzick at the draw certainly helps things. Although there was an infraction on that draw, she didn't seem like she went straight up with it, so UAlbany will have 90 seconds.
Take this down about a minute and a half. Pasquel gets fouled on the far side.
UMBC needs to be careful here. If they get another yellow card, it won't be releasable.
Nice angle by Pascal as she was looking for the crease roll, but instead brings it back outside. Falk looks over at Katy Thompson to get instructions. The coach standing right even with Falk. On the UAlbany logo is Falk. Gets a step on her defender. Nice help there in front by Kennedy Evans. Called Evans' name several times today as an outstanding defender. And also someone that can really help UMBC get the ball out in transition. She's got excellent speed, does the sophomore from Mount Airy, Maryland. Falk matched up. She'll take the one-on-one opportunity. And a foul called. 18 seconds to shoot for Falk. Gets a step inside, goes between 2, gets checked up high. A whistle sounds, And
That's
that will be a
another
card on UMBC, so that is the 4th card on the Retrievers.
So for the remainder of the game, UMBC will be player down. You'll see on the replay, Falk just goes hard to the cage. And check towards the head, right into the head there. Automatic yellow card. It's been a physical game. Both teams working hard, doing their best. But automatically, any stick to head contact, yellow card.
7 total cards in this game so far. A fresh 90 for Albany.
We'll see if Falk pulls this one out.
Even with my lousy math, I know they could take it down to 22 seconds if they wanted to. And Falk does indeed pull it out top to Carroll. A couple hundred coaches in the stands like that move. Near side Falk. Danes will just pass this around unless they get that perfect shot. Back outside, Carroll.
The Great Danes fans can feel victory. They're shaking the ground underneath us.
Near side, Falk, 48 on the shot clock. Nelson really extending this time. Falk, Maloney back behind. Nice catch by Falk there. She'll go inside. Had something for a moment. Didn't have the perfect move, so she smartly brought it back outside. Sencilio far side, 25 to shoot. Now Carroll out top. 40 seconds to go. Inside, Pasquel can't grab it. Picked up there by Maloney, 13 on the shot clock. Out front of Falk, wide open in front. And that's a goal for the Great Danes. Nice look from behind. Albany gets a big goal on a woman up situation, and they take the lead 16-12.
And that looks like that's gonna do it. Sarah Falk has been key in this game, catching, calm, cool, collected, her 5th of the day to tie Katy Pascal for the game high. The two of them have just connected in so many ways throughout the game and show why they're the 2 leading scorers for Albany.
It's an important moment right there for the Great Danes to really run that clock down as far as they possibly could and then get a goal right near the end of the shot clock. That is
it's everything you want.
That's a big moment for the Great Danes. Officials just checking on, make sure they have the right number of players on the field. Official Lisa Volan having a conversation with Ellie Lawton down in the penalty area. 30 seconds left on the woman up situation. That only 27.9 left on the clock, and it's not releasable, so we'll play woman up the rest of the way. Foul called midfield, 23 seconds to go. UMBC with the ball. Down 4. Got to go right to goal. Whedon has it. Nice job by Beam. Nelson inside looking for her hat trick goal. Gets fouled there as she goes by Mallory Kitts. So it'll be a free position shot for Katana Nelson with the clock not running, 11.6, and Albany with a 4-goal advantage.
And this one is, the game may be out of hand, but this is an opportunity to just finish your season on a high point.
Nelson inside, and she gets the goal. 13 now for UMBC, 3 for Nelson. Came into the game with 4, and now she's got a hat trick. You talk about those players that they may not show up on the scouting report, but sometimes they do great things in a big game, and Nelson has certainly done her part today as she beat Sweeney at the low right.
Right, and it's players that may not show up on the scout that in the postseason just emerge as a new star and can just help moving on towards the next season of who's going to be the next one to step up. And as a freshman, having a hat trick in your last game of your freshman year certainly gives you confidence moving forward.
8.5 seconds left to go. Halzick at Allegro. Tripped up there, ball bouncing around. Still not possessed. Beam will pick it up. The whistle will blow, but the horn will sound first. Zeros on the clock. The UAlbany Great Danes, one more time, heading to the America East Championship, but this time it's on their own home field, Saturday at 2 o'clock.
Congrats to UAlbany. They came on strong in the second half after having a dip in the second quarter and got the convincing win over UMBC. Congratulations to UMBC on a great season. Unfortunate way to end. It's always a heartbreaker. But they put forward a really great game, a great effort. A lot to be proud for.
Boxty, Giroux, and Nelson with 3 goals each for the UMBC Retrievers, 5 goals each for Pasquel and Falk, the top 2 scorers for this UAlbany team. And it ebbed and flowed in that second quarter. It really felt like UMBC had taken control of the game. But early in the third, a big save by Sweeney, and then a goal on the other end. And from there, it was UAlbany most of the way.
I think the adjustment that Coach Thompson and her staff made to go into a zone defense, while locking off, made a huge difference and slowed down the UMBC offense.
One more tonight, 6 o'clock. Hope to join us back here on ESPN Plus, Vermont and Binghamton. But right now, it's UAlbany with a victory. For Alyssa Murray Committee, I'm Rich Becker saying so long from Tom and Mary Casey Stadium on the campus of UAlbany, where the final is UAlbany 16, UMBC 13. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN. So long, everybody.